Good morning. Welcome to the East Brandywine Township Board of Supervisors regular work session, Thursday, August 5th. Do we have any public comment for agenda items? Seeing that no one's here. Do I have a motion to approve the Board of Supervisors meeting minutes for July 15th?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Moving on to the reports, building inspector's report for June, Matt?
I have the Roadmaster's report, actually, and I have two items I'd just like to bring to the board's attention. PennDOT has approved a bid to mill and overlay Down Forge Road, which would be from Rock Raymond Road to 282, and then a section of Rock Raymond Road from Down Forge to Hopewell Road, and then Hopewell Road from Rock Raymond to Reed's Road. So PennDOT breaks up their roads in sections, and that's why, like, all of Rock Raymond isn't going to be done and all of Hopewell isn't going to be done, because of the way they break things up. And then on Monday, July 26th, PennDOT had held a pre-construction conference for the replacement of the bridge on Little Washington Road. The bridge is located between North Guthriesville Road and Evergreen Drive, and the estimated start of the project is February of 2022 with, February 2022 with a late fall completion. So that'll be going through the summer of 2022. My next item is a designer for PICO has informed me that they are in the process of designing a project to replace the underground electric in the Culbertson Run development. I informed the designer the township recently completed the reconstruction of the swales, repaved the roads in the development, and I expressed my displeasure with the news and informed him that we were in contact with PICO prior to our work, asking if there were any plans for replacement, and they said there was not any plans. So there's an upcoming site meeting with their designer, which I will attend. But like I said, I'm very displeased that PICO is going to go in and do this work after the fact. And I've been in contact with the HOA president at Culbertson Run and at least made him aware of it. They've been through essentially 3 years of construction, deconstruction, and everything else in the development. And now PICO is going to go in and hit them again. So that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Matt, do you have a start date for Down Forge and Rock Raymond?
Pardon?
Is there an estimated paving date?
No, I haven't heard
Is
anything.
it this year or next year?
It's this year. The only thing you can do is look at PennDOT's website, and because they essentially don't inform myself or township.
Thank you. A motion to approve the reports as provided.
Oh, yeah. I'll make a motion to approve the building inspector's report and roadmaster's report.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Moving on to new business for the online auction results, the sale of township property.
Thank you again. We have 3 items that recently sold on Municipid. The bidding started on July 23rd and ended yesterday, August 4th, right around noon. The items were advertised in the Daily Local News on July 22nd. First item is a 2007 Jeep Grand Cherokee. There were 60 bids received. The high bidder is Bear Cleghorn of Newark, New Jersey, with a bid of $8,000. Second item is a 2010 Exmark Laser XS diesel mower with 72-inch cut. 41 bidders. High bidder is Brian McGinley Jr. of Parksburg, PA, with a bid of $3,800. Third item is a 97 Bush Hog RDTH 72 grooming mower. There were 38 bids. The high bidder is Kevin O'Brien of Aston, PA, with a bid of $725. I respectfully request authorization to accept the high bid on these 3 items on condition that payment is received in full.
So moved. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks for doing it, man.
Sure.
Next, the recording declaration of public trust conveyance conditions and restrictions for 1647 Bondsville Road. Luke?
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. In your packet this morning is a copy of the Declaration of Public Trust Covenants, Conditions, and Restrictions. It is a boilerplate document that will be going to the Recorder of Deeds with your authorization this morning. It's prepared by the Chester County Municipal Grant Program. As you may recall, Bondsville Mill wrote grants for phases 1 through 4 of the concrete pad removal and construction of a garden in place of the concrete pad. We received grant funding from both the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Chester County Municipal Grant Program. A condition of that funding is that we record this restriction on the use of the property so that it may be used for park purposes into perpetuity. It does not prevent the transfer of property, but it does restrict the use. So this morning, I'm respectfully asking the board for permission to record this declaration of public trust covenants and conditions on the parcel that contains the Bondsville Mill Park.
Questions or?
No. So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on back to Matt for permission to advertise the bidding for Aspen Drive and Foxtail Lane for the pavement overlay.
Thank you again. Kyle Turner of Cedarville Engineering Group recently discovered the proposed storm drain liner for Aspen Drive is on CoStars. One of the contractors that does the pipelining was contacted for a proposal to line approximately 500 feet of corrugated metal pipe within the it's actually the Marshall Creek development. During the board's July 1st meeting, I was granted approval to sign 2 proposals from Cedarville Engineering to produce bid specifications for the pipelining and pavement repairs. Due to the lining on CoStars, that proposal will be reduced because that will not have to be bid. And then the bid specifications for repairs and overlay for Aspen and Drive and Foxtail Lane are complete. The proposed dates are advertised for August 9th and the 13th, pre-bid meeting on the 17th, and bid opening on the 24th, which with the award September 2nd during your morning meeting. I respectfully request permission to advertise the Aspen Drive Foxtail Lane improvements, Phase 1 pavement overlay.
I'm good. So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have an item for new business.
Okay.
I was-
My apologies.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I was approached yesterday by the golf pro at Applecross. And as you know, the golf course on the one side that leads to the putting green has Zinn Road, is that Zinn Road in the middle of it. As I've been to a lot of other golf courses, when you go across, in a golf course and across a public road, typically there's flashing, like red flashing lights that have people slow down or, notice that it's a golf course crossing. So he was asking about what is the process to consider having flashing lights? Because people are shooting down, the golf, down the ramp, supposed to stop, whatever. I know there's been one incident in the past where somebody wasn't paying attention and ran into a side of a car. But, it is a tough crossing, and so what would be the process? What's the process he would have to go through?
Well, I think
Do we know?
Is there any markings there now, like any signage?
There's signage.
Is there sign just saying like?
There
golf
is, it
cart?
says golf court crossing, okay, so there's a sign right now.
And that's on Zinn Road.
There's specific requirements, in the vehicle, I believe in a vehicle code for, what has to be there. They're in compliance.
Oh, yeah, he's not saying that, he's
He
just,
doesn't want the car, he doesn't, you said red lights, he doesn't want the cars to
no, the
stop.
red
wants those
flashing
flashing
light, the
yellow
flashing,
lights.
For
yeah.
who? Just
For the
cars.
motorists,
Just for cars.
yeah,
Does that flash like 24
Yeah.
hours a day?
huh?
Does that flash 24 hours a day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm assuming that would be
Unless
something
it's-
at their cost and their,
So where do they go to get, start considering this, seeing what's involved?
Maybe do a right to know request? No, it's just
No.
paperwork.
I mean, if there's no issue with the township, it's this ordering them from Amazon. They're battery operated, they're not permanent, there's no hard wiring. So, I mean, unless Matt and Chief have an issue with it, it would be, I mean,
there might be PennDOT
Road a state road,
issues.
is that our
I
road?
don't know.
what's that?
Is that our road? Zinn
It's a
Road?
township
Yeah,
road,
it's a
right? Yeah,
township road.
yeah.
But I mean, it's just a battery operated, it runs off of two 6-volt batteries and the battery's gotta get changed about twice a year. So I mean, it's an added expense for them, but if they wanted to do it, I don't have a problem.
They-
You okay with that, Matt?
Yeah, I'd like to look into see if there's any PennDOT regulations as
Why
far
don't we
as.
do
Okay.
that? Why don't you look into that and we'll just have information for him before the next meeting, and it should be fine. but
Yeah,
as long
and
as
he may call, that's,
Do you
but
have the
I
issue
wanted to
as long
bring
as
it up
okay?
in case he calls the township, so you know what the situation is and what the issue he's looking into. I think he's looking into a lot of other issues, because there's been issues with the walking path and the golf course path crossing, and there's been some close calls, say, so.
As far as though, if Matt were to check with PennDOT and make sure that there's no restrictions, are you guys okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Chief, you see any issue with it?
No, I don't see
So we don't have to bring it back then? Okay. Yeah, then-
So basically saying it's something he would do himself as long as he meets whatever requirements
As long as
there
he-
are.
Yeah, I mean, the batteries are like 20 bucks a battery, so however many, they need 2 batteries for each one, or like Chief said, you can also do solar ones.
And what do you do, install poles too? You got
No,
some-
you put them on the existing sign.
Oh, you do, okay,
They're like built.
Oh, okay.
End up built into the LEDs.
They just
Okay.
bolt onto the sign.
okay.
Good. Is there any other comment on non-agenda items, or anything you guys would like to discuss?
Yeah, I was, when I interrupted George, I just wanted to remind everyone that starting August 29th, we need to have everything that we discuss on the agenda in advance. But that's not in order, and it's not in place right now, so I was getting ahead of myself. And then the second thing is I do have an update under the subdivision and zoning applications that arrived too late to be added to the agenda. Like, on Tuesday afternoon, we received an application for conditional use and for special exception for the McCausland Plank Tract. It was last before this board in the form of a sketch plan. The special exception will be resolved before the conditional use. It is on the agenda for the Planning Commission September 1st, and it will be before this board on September 2nd, the first Thursday in September, and then the zoning hearing board will consider it on Tuesday of the week after. So the special exception has a much shorter timeline, and then after that's resolved, we'll proceed to consider the conditional use.
Sounds good. Is there any other public comment or anything else? The Board of Supervisors will be meeting in executive session following this meeting to discuss litigation matters. Do I have any,
I'll make a motion to adjourn, if that's, nobody has anything
So
else.
moved.
all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Have a great day.